Hello everybody! Salty Sweet Ren here, and welcome back to Stone Clan, where last episode was just pure chaos. First, we had a gathering that was cut completely short. Forgive me for pulling out. Am I hearing music, or is that just something upstairs? It's probably just something upstairs. Yeah, that's something else. Anyways, the gathering that we had was cut short because Blacktail got into a fight with Flintclaw. Blacktail is actually Stoneheart's sister, brother. Stoneheart is the sister, Blacktail is the brother. Stoneheart may be our deputy. We haven't really focused on her as much as I thought we were going to, honestly, which is kind of surprising, but, you know, sometimes these things happen. We've got a whole lot of cats now. We got not just one, but in addition to our previous visitors, Yuna and Belladonna, who Yuna is just kind of playing with a little rock over here, and Belladonna is apparently just grooming herself. She does have fleas. She's very interested in the kits too. Bright Scale is going to be leaving shortly, so we can go ahead and remove that. As well as Flintclaw. But, in addition to them, we had Ivy show up, along with Tundra here. He is just a massive, handsome kitty. Look at him. And in addition, Woollytail had her kits, Night Kit and Ice Kit, or their kits. But then, Ivy brought 5 new kits into the clan. We have Blaze Kit, this handsome little ginger and white kitty here. We have Turtle Kit, who's this pretty little calico. We have Pounce Kit, who's this pale ginger over here. You can see Morning Kit has the ginger and white. And Golden Kit, who's a very pretty little golden color. We went from 0 to 7 kits in one go. And that is just pure chaos. Prey is breaking left and right. I'm gonna be trying to pull it out so that maybe like we can use it to get rid of fleas. Speaking of which, once we're done chatting, or somebody else, Belladonna, you have fleas. I can go ahead and get rid of your fleas in exchange for one of these. Probably I'll get rid of the goldfinch. And we can get rid of your fleas. Fleas for me are either social, like either you have to have another cat groom you, or you can get rid of a piece of prey. Broken prey is probably the best for that, and you don't need to practice hunting. Right now we've got a ton in the fresh kill pile because I did set the cats to do some hunting overnight, which has been great. And looks like Smog is kind of just here chatting with, or not Smog, your name is Red Cloud and this is Russet Feather, that's right. The 2 red cats, and you, Shade Frost, don't drop the snakeskin, we need that. Don't drop that, please. And of course. Where are you? Beetlewing, why don't you come over here and chat with Shade Frost? And I'll go ahead and stick that in your inventory. And we can go ahead and pick up all the stuff that you've stuck in your inventory that we can't... that I would like us to be able to use, but apparently we can't. Talking to the healer is like basically my excuse to kind of clean out a cat's inventory. Because we're not really gonna get a chance otherwise. Get rid of the maple leaves for Beetlewing and the snakeskin also to Beetlewing. And we can get rid of the chip bags and the feathers. You can keep the feathers. Beetlewing does need to chat with all the other cats. You've got so many snakeskins and maple leaves right now. And are you going to stick around or are you gonna leave? So you want to chat with Belladonna. We're not going to sniff Flintclaw. Flintclaw's not here. Play with another pet. You're not here. Okay, you're off to go and eat a bird. I'll let you do that. I'm not gonna stop you. You wanna eat. But you're not hungry though, what? I'll let you eat. I'm just confused because prey's gonna break if you don't eat. But you're not hungry, so maybe my game's glitching. It was glitching earlier because I have a mod that says if cats are sniffing for prey or stalking for prey, they will gain some of the scratch need. But so where are you? You're just watching a bug. But cats were not gaining any scratch need. In fact, like they were losing it super fast. So I reset everything. I reset the entire lot. All of this stuff ended up in the family inventory, so I had to like just pull it out and just drop it everywhere. So it looks like there's more prey than there probably would be otherwise. But some of it's probably broken, I just haven't realized it. Speaking of the kits, though, which kit was it? I have it down here. Turtle Kit. Turtle Kit has white cough, and we need to continue treating that, because that could potentially be deadly. If we don't treat it every episode, it could turn into green cough, which is even harder to treat. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what herbs are needed. In my list... cinnamon aids with cough-related illness. And then there was, of course, red valerian is the cure for cough-related illness. I do not need to zoom out that far. Why do I always do that? If I go ahead and open this, we have a piece of red valerian. So I can go ahead and stick that into your inventory. Because we treated the full thing already, we don't have to use daily treatments. Or we don't have to use full strength treatments, but just a little bit extra. So let's come over here, sniff, and socialize with Turtle Kit. Come take care of the baby. May not be your baby, but it is your baby's kind of adoptive sibling. That is what it is, yeah. You can get rid of the valerian root like that. I can just hear the dogs running around upstairs. Oh my gosh. There you go. And somebody's not happy. I don't know what just happened, but somebody was hissing. Tundra, what are you up to? You're off to gonna try and nuzzle Brightscale? I don't think Brightscale wants to be nuzzled. You're welcome to try. Yeah. Brightscale does not want to be nuzzled. It ain't gonna work, buddy. Oh, but these two are hanging out, Stoneheart and Russet Feather. And you're very curious about the kits. It says that you've lost a friend. Who did you lose as a friend? Oh, your baby! Night Kit! It's hard to socialize with Night Kit because Night Kit is deaf. So why don't you go and sniff, nuzzle, and play Pounce with Woolly Tail. I wanna see you hang out with your baby. It's funny, these guys are still around. They're not being controlled by me anymore. So I'm very curious when they're gonna leave, if they're gonna leave. They're back in Tide Clan, so... Uh-oh. Oh, are you kidding me? Brightscale ran over here to fight. Oh, and never mind. Okay. Can you go home? Because I feel like this is gonna be a problem. Oh, you don't want to play with gold? Oh, you don't want to be nuzzled. Okay. There's a lot of cats who want to nuzzle you. I don't think... Hollow Star's not exactly the most, nuzzly cat. So I don't know why y'all want to nuzzle him. Let's see. Yuna is very curious about Smog, or Red Cloud, so I'll go ahead and let you sniff and socialize with Red Cloud. I also want to socialize with Hollow Star. So you want to sniff Tundra. Where's Tundra? Oh, you're off to pounce on Seafang. We need to let Seafang leave. I do think it might be good for you to at least meet Tundra a little bit. Get to know this big guy who came here with a bunch of kits. Tundra seems to be very curious about the Tide Clan cats, but really the Tide Clan cats should be leaving. We really should let them go. And I see Belladonna is off to... Oh, no, that's not Belladonna. Who was that? I'm like looking at all the white cats, like, okay, who is it? Oh, it was you, Woolly Tail. Okay, well, we repaired your relationship with your baby, it looks like. We still might want to do something to fix that. So are you curious? You want to sniff Hollow Star as well. I'll go ahead and let you do that. And you want to play with the kits. Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, Red Cloud is very close to mastering the hunting skill. And you want to sniff Belladonna. The fact that you and Belladonna immediately have like some sort of like, I want to get to know you kind of thing going on is very interesting to me. That being said, Belladonna did have a thing like, I remember seeing in the bio. Let me find it. Yeah. Tends to flirt a lot, which might cause some issues later on. I wonder if, like, she might be trying to flirt with Red Cloud, which could be interesting. Excuse me, I did not realize we were so close to you. Oh yeah, I did have you guys vote for Belladonna and Yuna. And it was almost unanimous. You guys want to see these guys stay around. So Belladonna does have a name that was suggested by Brambles, the person who submitted her. So I'm gonna go ahead and change her name to Snowfeather. And she's now part of Stone Clan. Meanwhile, Yuna, I don't know what her name should be. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. But for now, I think we're going to just say that she's part of Stone Clan. I'm also going to change Ivy and Tundra to being part of Stone Clan as well. So Yuna... Stone Clan. Ivy... A lot of cats are going to sleep right now. It'd be nice to have an actual name that we can... Can I not click on you? Or wait, because this is based on like the fish bag thing, can I only do it from one angle? Or no, I can't. Hang on. I'll go where I can't see you, and now I can do this. It's a weird roundabout way of doing it, but it works. So Ivy, Stone Clan, and Tundra. Everybody's going to sleep. Huh. So Tundra, Stone Clan. He's a big old handsome boy. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what he does in the clan. He seems to be very interested in the kits, so I think he's going to be a huge help with them. Also, speaking of Patreon, if you want to submit a cat to live in this world, like Belladonna or Flintclaw or any of the many cats that we may see behind the scenes or out in the world, feel free to check out my Patreon. I'm gonna be uploading the unedited gameplay there, as well as, if I can, early access to the full episodes. And at any tier, you can submit a cat to be added to the world every month. So, if any of that interests you, consider checking out my Patreon. Also, just to complete the whole like little YouTuber spiel, if you want to see more episodes when they come out, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm gods, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can see new episodes when they come out. If you aren't sure what to comment, code word for this episode, cloudy. Which I just kind of decided by like looking at my dice, and one's kind of like this kind of semi-opaque, translucent, cloudy looking die. I've got a whole bunch of dice just on my desk. My cats love to try and play with them. You look like you're waddling over there, Woolly Tail. You good? Oh, and Red Cloud's about to fall asleep. Everybody's going to sleep. Guess it's just that time. Y'all need to, like, just not sit here staring at stuff. Why don't you actually interact? I need to save. Hang on. I was gonna have Belladonna chat with Hollowstar just to get some introductions going there. And you kits, if you're not gonna eat the food that you're just staring at, how about you kind of hang out with each other and play? Do a little play chase. Maybe that'll help you in the future with some skills or something. I don't know. Did you really have to go all the way around the rock to chat with Hollowstar? Okay. Everybody seems to be wanting to walk all the way around the prey, which, you know, that's fair. That makes sense. I don't care about what the foxes are doing. Also, speaking of kind of like waddling or limping, I don't know if I've been talking much about updates with my cats recently. Axel has just been diagnosed with osteoarthritis, which is kind of a degenerative arthritis he's got like a bone spur on his elbow. You good, buddy? So that's gonna be a little lifelong thing that he's dealing with. We're gonna try and get him some medication to take care of that. He is still the sweetest little guy, though. He is still super social. He still wants to be cuddled nonstop. Do you want to sit on my lap, buddy? He's like giving me this look. It's raining in my game, Axel. Do you want to sit on my lap? Or are you just gonna stare at me? Yeah, is that right? You went up? Come on, I thought I made it so that the rain wouldn't be super heavy in my game. What? Well, hopefully we won't have it being overly... It's gonna be thunderstorm. It's a thunderstorm in it. Yep, there we are. And that is gonna be a disaster. You know what? Everyone's getting tired. Why don't y'all, like, go to sleep so you don't have to deal with the storm? Everyone's gonna... I thought I'd said so there wouldn't be as many storms. Alright, I think I got it fixed. For some reason, there's 2 separate weather profiles for fall, which there shouldn't be. I don't know why there's 2 separate profiles, but... I set the one I don't want to false, while the one that I had modified is set to true, so hopefully that will affect the world. Make things a little bit better for us here. You good, Axel? Oh, are you gonna cuddle with Simba? Or maybe not, but... Okay, if you're gonna scratch, I would like you to work on your hunting skill instead. Or catch some food, because I get the feeling that cats are going to start causing some trouble in the future. Rust Feather, what are you doing out here? I didn't set you to stalk for prey, but good for you. Okay, looks like this is fixed, the stalk for prey issue. Okay, you're off to go and eat a bug. Axel, what are you doing? Okay, do you need attention? Do you just need attention, buddy? Are you gonna join me from playing my game? Axel's gonna help me play. Oh, and he climbed off my lap. Buddy. Okay, are you just gonna sit behind my laptop? Okay, you can do that. Oh, Ivy is such a pretty cat. It is interesting how many cats in Stone Clan have like some sort of relationship outside the clan. Like Dewflower is apparently a Cliff Clan cat who is mates with Ivy. Or not Ivy, with Tundra. Where is Tundra? Tundra is off to go and play in the puddle, apparently. Beetlewing, of course, has Sandwhisker. Maybe it's not so much the cats here, but just so many cats on this island have mates that outside of their own clan. Maybe it's like the whole like, oh, like you're not allowed to have a mate, but like that just makes everybody be like, okay, well, I'm more interested in cats outside the clan than within the clan, and just kind of becomes a whole thing from there. So many. I didn't really intend to zoom in on Tide Clan, but it is very interesting kind of watching what other clans may be doing. You can easily tell these two are parenting child, which is always fun. I know that these guys often have cats showing up who aren't actually part of their clan in their camp. I've seen that happen behind the scenes before. I think I've actually seen it in an episode, but yeah, Poison Fang, Flint Cloud, Long River, all our Patreon cats. Were there any Patreon cats in Cliff Clan? I can't remember if there were or weren't. I don't think there were. Maybe Dewflower was. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of little kits. How old are these kits? I am genuinely curious, because they might be about ready to become apprentices if I just kind of look at age. 17, so they're not that far off. There's gonna be some apprentices in Cliff Clan pretty soon. And actually the kit's here as well, or at least that kit, wherever it may be. Or this kit. If we look at them, absolutely, it's about the same age. Yeah, there's gonna be some apprentices in both Tide Clan and. So are you siblings with them or no? If you're older or younger, might be no. Same. Okay. Well, there's gonna be some apprentices in the other clans in not too long. And meanwhile, we have so many kits. How long until they age up? 9 days, apparently, which... Honestly, I think it's kind of... Have some days been skipped? I'm not sure. I do tend to, like, kind of do, like... Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I'll do a day or two behind the scenes. Usually no more than one. And episodes recently have been like 2 days, maybe 3, or 2.5 sometimes, which could have an effect on how much time is passing. So it's like, oh, of course there's gonna be... Can we get rid of that chip bag? No littering, please. Excuse me, what? Demon cat. Why? Why do you do this? Tundra, why are you a demon? Okay, well... Hollow Star's fighting skill went up. Hollow Star, where are you? You're asleep. How did your fighting skill go up in your sleep? Sir? Huh. Well, okay. Someone trying to hunt. Why are you still here? You should be heading home. The Tide Clan cats are supposed to be going home, but I guess they're still here for some reason. Speaking of, hello? Are they going to leave? Or are they just sticking around forever? Hello? Just saw a random two-leg in the background. What? Okay, sure. This is happening. Ooh, also, I have been trying to keep track of, like, cats' rewards that they get. You, being the healer, I would like to go ahead and get Never Nauseous, because that could be extremely useful. Anything else I can get right now? Not right now. You, as the leader, I'm gonna go ahead and get Alpha Pet. You, I think, are super close to being able to get something, but not quite yet. Woolly Tail, I think I'm gonna do Super Smart Pet. Oh my gosh. Are you snuggling your baby? Okay, it's switching from sleep to snuggle in a moment. Your baby just came over here to snuggle. That is adorable. I'm gonna go ahead and do Super Smart Pet for you. Oh, hang on. Super Smart Purchase. There we go. You're pretty new, but you've already got some stuff that you're accomplishing. You're also fairly new, and why are these guys still here? They don't want to leave. Y'all need to go. So you, I'm also gonna do Super Smart Pet. You're about halfway to a new one. You're a little too new, and you're partway to a new one. And then the kits, of course, are kits, so they don't really have anything they can purchase quite yet. Turtle Kit has to get some happiness soon, please. Once you wake up, you need to eat and scratch, because that ain't gonna do you any good. The Night Kit's off to go and eat a snake. Let's see, anybody who's hungry... Okay, the Funks apparently are having some issues. Don't really care about human drama, though. Any cat who's currently hungry, I'm gonna send if they're awake. Okay, you have some scratch need you need to fulfill. So how about you come and do a little stalking for prey? Oh, you're closer with the cats that passed through Roseheart than any of the other cats, than most of the other cats who actually live here in the clan. What the heck? And Bright Scale, is that you? A loner named Driftwood is here. And Tundra is about to be pounced on by Driftwood. If I'm not mistaken, I think Driftwood is also an elder? Well, hello, Driftwood. We could potentially invite Driftwood to live in the clan. Like, he's an elder. It makes sense. Axel, buddy, please be careful. Don't knock over my meds, mister. Let me get you on some meds soon, too, okay? How are you feeling? You good? Okay, I'm always gonna give my baby some attention. But, Tundra, why don't you chat with, Driftwood, and then you can pounce with him, but... If he's an elder, why not? You can still play, but... Gonna hit that. Let me go ahead and look at cat invites. And the cat shows no interest. That's fine. Our clan is pretty huge right now. Axel, don't climb on my laptop, buddy. I know, mister. Okay. Well, apparently you fulfilled quite a... You already fulfilled some needs by just chatting with Driftwood. Oh, careful! Did you jump all the way from my lap to my bed? That's like 3 feet, buddy. Maybe it's 4 feet actually. Buddy. You shouldn't be making those huge jumps, mister. Oh my goodness. Oh! Russet Feather! Russet Feather is now an expert at all things that creep and crawl. As a reward, Russet Feather Stone Clan has a higher chance of catching and finding rarer beetles. Congratulations, Russet Feather! I did not anticipate this happening, but congratulations, buddy! Wish that we had better light at night, but we don't, unfortunately. And you caught that water beetle. How close are you to any of the other things? Let's see. You're a little close to the lizards one, to the reptiles thing. Nobody's ever gonna get feline fisher because, 1, we haven't been fishing, and 2, because of the fishing skill mod, this is kind of not a thing anymore. There's a different reward you can get. Different rewards you can get, like, through the fishing skill. But, yeah. You haven't really caught anything. I guess you've caught a few things, but not enough that's, like, noticeable. Woohooium? Why is a fox digging up woohooium? Like, seriously. I have some concerns about some of the stuff that the foxes are up to out in the world, beyond just existing. Because I can't really stop them from existing, because that's part of the challenge. But please. Oh my gosh, why are you so precious? You've got your baby, and you're absolutely adorable. Why? Why do you gotta be so precious, huh? Excuse me? Lynx Paw, what are you doing here? What? Hello? Hey, you're about to be... Someone's about to try nuzzle you. I think we need to talk to Lynx Paw here, because hello? What are you doing here? Is the rest of Cliff Clan around, actually? Because I have some concerns if they are. Okay, I don't see the rest of Cliff Clan. And can I get a good look at you? The lighting's not the best right now. If it was daylight, it would be better, but... What are you doing here? Lynx Paw? It was Lynx Paw, right? I hovered over you for like a second, but... Yeah, it was Lynx Paw. What are you doing here? You're the healing apprentice. Is there like an emergency that you need like herbs for? My first thought was, oh, it's an apprentice from Cliff Clan who came here all alone. Maybe there's like some sort of maybe like they don't want to stay in Cliff Clan, which could still be a possibility. The next possibility, however, is that there is an emergency in Cliff Clan, and Link's Paw's here to ask for herbs or potentially more help, which would take from our stores a bit. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 to see what the issue is. If it's a 1 or a 2, it's just a random visit. 3 or 4, it's because they need herbs. 5 or 6, Link's Paw wants to stay here, apparently. So let's see what we get. A 4, they need help, they need herbs. Okay. So, you're almost awake. Let's go ahead and wake you up. And I need you to come and socialize with Link's Paw. You can socialize a little bit more while Beetlewing is waking up. But then we have to give some of our herbs, which... Let me see what I can grab. This is an added challenge I did not anticipate happening. This is just the game doing what the game will do. So let's go ahead. Are we going to use this stuff here? I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff back in. I did not mean to do that, just kind of back in there. Okay. So I'm going to roll a d4. If I roll a 4, that means they take none of a certain herb, but if it's a 1 through 3, that's how much of that herb they're going to take. So, excuse me. Or actually, I have a better idea. They probably need help with a specific illness, so I'm going to be using my generator. I'm going to go to Red Portrait to see what it is, because it could potentially be something pretty serious. So, let me go ahead and hit randomize. Okay, so there's something to do with vomiting. Okay, vomiting, nausea. Okay, what herbs treat vomiting and nausea? There's cortado bean and sweetgrass. Cortado bean and sweetgrass. Do we have either? We have 3 cortado beans and 6 sweetgrass. Alright, so how much of each? I'm gonna go ahead and roll my d4, like I said. So first, for the cortado beans, 2 cortado beans. We're gonna go ahead and give you... We can't do that, so I guess we're just gonna sell it and say we gave it. So 1 and 2. And then the sweetgrass, how much are we gonna give? 1, okay. You know what? Not as bad as I thought. That should hopefully help. And we're gonna go ahead and like... It feels like too little, so I think we're also going to go ahead and give an assassin bug. Maybe it's some sort of snake venom that has an effect on, like, that causes cats to, like, vomit or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there must be some kind of venom that does that, but I'm also not an expert in snake venom and poison and any of that kind of thing. This drama was not anticipated today. But you know, it helps keep the game more- it helps make the game more alive. It makes the game more fun when this kind of stuff happens. Why is Tide Clan still here? You need to leave. Seafing is awake. Seafing, you need to leave. Tell me you're not about to steal our food because you're awake now. Excuse me. What? Of course. Why? Why? Bright scale, why? Why would you do this to us? guess we're gonna see what happens. And after this, we have to send the Tide Clan Cats home. I'm gonna reset the Tide Clan Cats. Okay, we win. Why would you do that? And you're injured, of course. How bad is your injury? I need to see. I have to look at your moodlets. How did I do that again? Moodlets. If I look at serious wound. Well, you're not gonna stay here. I'm gonna reset you, so I'm gonna do this so you don't die on the way. But I am gonna have to give you a scar. So give me a moment. You know what? Wasn't I just add like the scar to the eye on a whim? I didn't realize your eye was already going to be squinting like that, but you know, perfect. That just kind of makes sense. You should not have done that. Now I gotta reset all the Tide Clan Cats, so give me a moment to do that as well. Oh, Hollow Star's awake. Why don't you come and grab something to eat before you stalk for prey? You do have some need to stalk, so I'll let you do that, but... Let's see, Tundra... You did want to chat with the baby, so... Sniff, socialize, specifically this baby too. And why don't you play chase with the baby? And you also have a minor injury too, actually, so I need to take care of that. Give me a moment. I have to do that as well. Or I guess maybe I don't have to. I don't have a coin. I'm just gonna roll the d4. 1 or 2, you get a scar. 3 or 4, no scar. 1 or 2, you get a scar. Yep, it's a 2. Just gonna do a tiny little scar right there. Why not? Tiny little shoulder scar. It's a minor wound, so we will still need to treat it. But because it's just a minor wound, it's not like an emergency. Oh. Yep, you wanted to chat with the baby? You're getting your wish. No, these kits are close to aging up, actually. Or at least if we go by Morning Kit. Turtle Kit is close enough in age with these kits that I think we could age them all up around the same time. Even if, technically speaking, Turtle Kit and Blaze Kit were born later. But I think it's enough that we should count it. It's close enough. And we are just relying on an approximation anyway, so... Oh, are you actually friends with the baby? Oh, you're actually friends with Blaze Kid. That's adorable. Maybe you could be Blaze Kid's mentor? That could be fun. You get along pretty well with Blaze Kid. I think that you could be a good mentor for him. Are you teaching the baby to fight? Are you practicing your fighting skills while teaching the baby to fight? That's kind of adorable. Okay, before you go off and do anything, Tundra's not really doing anything right now. I need you to... Let me get this stuff out of the medicine den. Where are you? Over here? Let me grab stuff out of the medicine den really quick. We need to get a snake skin. It's minor injury, so it's not serious. Just 1 snake skin, 1 maple leaf. That's all we need. I need you to come and interact with Tundra. Just kind of sniff, socialize, and then we'll let Tundra do their thing. Do his thing. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a tiny energy boost. Not much, just enough so that you don't die. Because the game will kill you if your needs deplete too much while you're injured. And let's go ahead and treat that by getting rid of the snake skin and maple leaf. I I like making all this stuff social, so the cats kind of have to interact with each other. I can't just grab, like, I can't just grab this stuff out of Tundra's inventory, which actually could have just used this. But by interacting with Beetlewing, by interacting with the healer, then cats can give any healing items that they may have to the healer. But again, they have to do that by interaction. Is that a thing? That's my Siennas, and it's dormant because it is cold. It is winter. Or not winter yet. It is 6 days till winter. I just saw a calico pile over here. And I can't see it now. But... oh my gosh. Just a pile of calico fur right here. Where you just kind of like threw your baby. Be gentle with the baby. Turtle does look so much like her mother, honestly. It's kind of surprising that neither of your kits look like their father, but you know, if Tide Clan found out, that could also be risky for Flint Claw, because Flint Claw, being originally an outsider, was kind of on thin ice in Tide Clan already. There's some drama when it comes to inter-clan relationships, or relationships between like clan cats and outsiders. Some of it's pretty hypocritical because of just the sheer number of cats who have outside relationships, but you know, what can you do? I guess Link's Paw's just here now. You probably should head on back, like... but I guess you did come here, like, super late at night, so you do need the rest before you set off. You two tend to hang out a lot. I guess Red Cloud doesn't want to be nuzzled quite yet. Maybe you're not that close. Because I did notice that, like, oh, maybe, this is the cat that that Snowfeather is trying to flirt with. But I guess Red Cloud's not really into that quite yet. Yet being a key word. Your relationship with your actual mate, though, Ripley, is very low. So, who knows? Oh my gosh, you two... maybe you two are a match, actually. Maybe you're not quite there yet. But I can definitely see these two just... For Red Cloud's matter, like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, and for her, it's just like, she likes to flirt, and he's a pretty handsome cat, so why not? I will have you kind of do a little sniff and socialize, and why don't you guys play chase? I do insist on play chase whenever I direct cats to play together, because it does add some fighting skill. Okay, sir, you need to go and sleep. Like, actually. You're not gonna be, like... you're not gonna be injured for much longer, but where is the... there's a healer's den, there's a medicine den. Why don't you come and sleep over here? Thank you very much. Woolly Tail, you have some low scratch need. I'm gonna send you to do some hunting because we are low. We could definitely use it. And look, your mate's already doing some, so come stalk for prey. I just caught that Beetlewing is gonna try and drop a feather somewhere. Alright. You're just kind of decorating this place a bit? Maybe it's hidden in the clover, but you know, that's fine. If you want to scratch, why don't you come and help hunt as well? I saw that you were going to try and scratch on one of the trees that typically glitches when cats try and scratch, so I'm going ahead and directing Ice Kit to instead scratch this giant rock over here. Which should hopefully get some claw marks on. I kind of love the idea of this big old rock getting all these claw marks from kits over time. Tundra, I sent you to sleep somewhere else. Okay, sure. The Night Kid is coming over to eat. Yeah. Good. Eat the snake, because that's actually some good prey for a baby like you. Let's see, do any of the other kids need to eat anything? No, not really. Just Night Kid. It's daylight now, so we can get a better look at Link's paw. Oh my gosh, what is Corsica talking about right now? Aliens? But Link's paw is just a very pretty little kitty. Look at you. Got all those spots in your belly? I think your name would be like Lynx Spot or Lynx Pelt or something, because you do look like a little lynx. Which apparently lynxes are a new addition to Wolf Quest. I've seen a couple so far in my game, but I haven't really interacted with them. Okay, who's over here? Lee is that one cat we keep seeing all the time. I think I see another cat over here. That is Jukebox. That's a Patreon cat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jukebox is a cat that one of you guys submitted. Really cool design too. I know I'm the one who made him, but like having like a good description of what a cat looks like really helps sometimes. It's pretty fun. See another kitty. That's a fox. That's a fox, not another kitty. You stay away. That's a person. We don't necessarily need to go and try and find some more cats anymore, but because we have a lot. We don't have to invite more. I wonder what our relationship is with Tide Clan though, because Brightscale did try to pick a fight before they left. So like, that ain't exactly great. And are you eating our food, Driftwood? I can't complain because you're an elder. Oh, hello? It's hailing! What? Okay, I guess it's hailing now. Let's see, Stoneheart looks like she has some scratch need, and she wants to master her hunting skill anyway, so let's have you stalk for prey a bit. Looks like Nari's interested in hanging out with the kits for a bit. Why not go, or Hollow Star? You do want to groom one of your babies. The more difficult baby as well, but you know, I could let you do that. Can you groom this baby? Will Night Kit let you? Probably won't, but we need to get your relationship with little Night Kit up. Here, will Night Kit let you groom? And does say you want to sniff your baby anyway. Sniff little night kit. There you go. And I guess you need to go potty. Not right by the baby though. Come on. I am gonna try and get a good screenshot. Well, I just realized, like, you guys have kind of like stripes. It's kind of hard to see most of the time, but you guys do have stripes. I have to get pretty close down there to actually see them, but they are there. And now, will the baby let you groom? Because... oh, actual hiss! Night Kits, will you ever let your dad groom you? Apparently not. That's kind of sad. It's just like... and Hollowstar's like, what did I do wrong? Like, look at his eyes. He's like, my child hates me. What did I do wrong here? Oh, buddy. Well, let's try and, let's try and get some friendship up a different way, and then maybe we can groom in the future. Excuse, what was that for? And these guys are gonna have a lot of difficulty getting along, my goodness. I mean, it's double aggressive. It makes it a lot trickier than you would think. Oh, the hail stopped, thank goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some stuff into the fresh kill pile because I guess Hollowstar already has some. We do need the food, or I guess you also have a snake. Billbug and another snake. I need to twist around so I can fit stuff in a different angle. Honeypot ant. Scarab beetle. And you got a water beetle. The ground's starting to get a little bit more frozen as well. You can kind of see that. Like, looking around, you can see where the ground is, like, just... we're getting a bit of leaf litter. These guys are gonna... it's gonna be winter before the kids end up becoming apprentices here. You okay, Simba? Just made a tiny little noise. Making noise isn't bad, it's just like, you okay? Okay, so you two are just kind of hanging out and playing now. So your friendship should be going up. There's lots of other ways to get friendship to go up besides socialize. Which, as I've said before, as I've said before, in the real world, cats don't talk to each other, so to speak. But that's how they interact in this game. The socialized interaction is basically the cats talking to each other. So we have to make do with what we've got. And it does allow us to do, like, stuff for cats that are deaf or mute or such. There we go! Finally! Oh my gosh. It finally works! Finally, you are close enough with your baby that you can groom him. I saw that moment where Nightkit reared up on his hind legs. I want to see that again. Oh my gosh, that is precious. Look at you. You're gonna be identical to your dad. You might be fluffier. I don't know. We'll see whether you look what your first shape is as you get older. I get the feeling your first shape is actually gonna be closer to lamb or woolly tail. But like, oh my gosh. You're too precious. These are some precious babies. Russet Feather, don't just watch stuff, please. Is there a way for me to stop them from watching? I think there is, if I have a moment. Okay, I think I have it set so that cats won't autonomously watch as much. It happens because of the hunter trait, apparently. Like, compared to other interactions, there's a 200% chance that if they have the hunter trait, that they're gonna watch prey. Also, if their fun need is down, but... Let's go ahead and cancel Watch Bug for most of these, and we'll see if any of the cats actually... Well, you went ahead and started watching a bug. But it could be your fun need. Who knows? I saw shadows over here. Oh, yep, there's cats here. Sand Whisker, Duskflower. Why are the Tide Clan cats here? Why is Tide Clan here? Do they just think they live here? This could actually become a problem. Maybe we were too... It's all just the Mollies. Hang on. Why are the Mollies of Tide Clan here? We have Mouseface, Duskflower, Sand Whisker, Minnow Slip. It's just the ladies. Interesting. Why? Why are the ladies here? Why are the ladies of Tide Clan here? It's not all of them either, it's just some of them. It looks like Ivy also has some scratch needs, excuse me. So why don't you come on out here and stalk for prey, sweetie? Stoneheart has 2 rats, apparently. Sure, this is fine. And Lynx Paw is eating our prey. Why don't you need to head back at some point, Lynx Paw? We gave you some herbs so you can take it back to your clan. I think I might go ahead and reset you just for story purposes, say that you headed back to your clan. Let me get a photo of you really quick since it's lighter out. You are a very cute looking cat. If the situation had been you wanted to join us, I would have been more than happy. But I also know that that's not what the situation is. So let's go ahead and reset you. Driftwood is a loner, maybe because you've been here a little longer. I might have Woolly Tail go ahead and give the invitation. Just kind of sniff, socialize, socialize. Let's invite you again. It has been another day. Looks like Russet Feather is just playing with the kits over there. But if I go ahead and switch from Herbalist to Invite Cat, immediately the cat decides to give clan life a trial run for a few days. You know what? Okay. Sure, Red Cloud, what are you doing that? Ah, you're playing chase, okay. But In that case, we'll go ahead and invite Driftwood to stay with us. Once you're done with the little socialize. I typically actually do 2 socializes just so I can get a little bit of that extra going. Yuna is off to go and play with a baby, or I don't think Night Kit wants to nuzzle. Why don't you go ahead, sniff, do a couple sniffs, and play chase. Play chase will be good for Night Kit because then he'll get some fighting skill. I think that like sometimes they're, even if they don't technically have skills, they're still building it, which is kind of interesting. If that is the case, then I'm going to have to like try and determine like, okay, if they passively have some skill, what skill, like how am I going to determine at what point they ready to become like warriors instead of just apprentices? Alright, now we can go ahead and add Driftwood. You're visiting for a little bit. There's our elder. So, and you have a mate too, named Song, and you have 2 kids named Brindle and Fish. Just them? Yeah, just them. And do you not like Golden Kids? Hello? Huh. Well, okay. I wonder if, like, you'd try and encourage your mate to bring her kits over or something. Okay, what was that hiss? Did you not want to interact? Maybe you didn't want to interact with Yuna. Okay. Well, Yuna wanted to interact with you. I'm sorry. Let's see. And let's see, Yuna, you also want to socialize with Stoneheart, so I'll let you do that. Stoneheart wasn't about to... Okay, you're about to try and sniff. I'll let you go ahead, sniff, socialize, socialize. And how about you play Pounce? Why not? I usually default to play Chase, but play Pounce is nice too. I'm sorry, did I just see Red Cloud wake up and go back to sleep in the exact same spot? What? And is that a floating kit? Ice Kit? Hold on, what? Where are you going? Okay, apparently you're playing Chase. Russet Feather, you need to bring this kit back to camp, like, now. Or you're goofing around. Why are you so far from camp? It looked like Ice Kit was floating for a moment, but no, you're... Seriously? Okay, you two need to go home pronto. Because this has the potential to be quite dangerous out here. Go home. Come on, little one. And you too, Russet Feather. You make sure this kid gets home safe. Of course, you're much faster. There's like a gate here that's open. That just feels ominous to me. Huh. What? I'm sorry, what? Choose a destination? What do you mean choose a destination? Is somebody trying to go somewhere? Is that what's going on? Okay, well, Tundra has some scratch need. I'm gonna have you go hunt. And I've been recording for almost 2 hours now, so maybe it is time for me to start wrapping this up as it's starting to get a little darker. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I'm really not sure what I was supposed to be focusing on this one. Maybe just kind of making sure everybody is alive. Nobody has dipped down into the, nobody has dipped down into the yellow so far this episode, which is good. So I guess I'm gonna leave it off here, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know any of your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there, everybody.